Good evening and welcome viewers to a Thursday night at Matchfit Entertainment. And if you are tuning in, you probably know what is, if you regularly tune into Matchfit Entertainment, you know what's Thursday nights. It is the Asrnz 2026 GT3 World Challenge in ACC. Tonight, it is round 4. Tonight, we are at Imola. Tonight, I'm still Davo, and this guy beside me, I think, is still J-Man. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good, mate. Welcome aboard, viewers. Davo, it's good to be here, and I bloody hope I'm still J-Man. But anyway, as you mentioned, round 4 Imola, fantastic to be here. 4.9 kilometers, 19 of the turning directions out there. So yeah, pretty cool racetrack. Managed to get out there a little bit earlier in the week and skid the tyres with these boys and just see what it's a little bit all about.
We got behind the wheel in brother.
Yeah,
what were you driving? What were you driving? Just quickly.
I fired up the Mustang, got the Coyote out there, and
very nice.
had a little bit of a skid around. Stop trim, mate. There's no adjustments, but so we're not going to comment too much about the lack of timeage.
But we're not going to talk about lap times.
No, not at all. But nonetheless, it was good to go out there and have a little skid around and just see what this place is all about. Because this is a track that I am a very big fan of. You know, you and I often reference throughout the weeks as we do this what we do and we don't like. There's certain tracks that we prefer to call, and some we'd rather be out there racing. And this one here is a little bit of everything. And
it is a little bit of everything, isn't it? It's a track that we both love to race, but it's a track that we very much like to call. It always provides a great spectacle. And I don't think tonight's going to be any different, Jamie. 19 cars in the server tonight. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, and look, a couple of cars still sitting, waiting to go out. Now, this is very much a one-and-done situation. So an out lap, so a siding lap, get the tyres into the working window, and then fire a lap down, and that is done. So hence a very short formation qualifying. I can still see a number of cars still sitting in the pit lane, naming Zach Jensen, Phil Kerner, Shane Corrado. Yeah, just looking maybe to buy some track space, but... So obviously that will be the format, the one and done situation here. We will roll into, very quickly after that, we will roll into the sprint race, 20-minute sprint race. However, minimum 25-second fuel dump required in that one as well, just to throw a kid amongst the pigeons for these guys to see how good they are through the pit lane. And then also the grid will reset after that. Finishing positions from that sprint race will be the said feature race there, and that one is a 50-minute main. Now that's a magical number for us because I think timing wise we've seen already in the first 3 rounds it is, do you take a tyre, do you not take a tyre? You're already 5 seconds.
We love it when the drivers have got to think more than just turning the wheel, don't we, mate?
Yeah. Do you add 5 seconds and bolt a tyre on there as well? And the other thing as well, last week Jake McCullough super slick through the pit lane, went 26 seconds for the fuel dump, and he went 31 with fuel and tyre in the feature. So just looking at those numbers, obviously we know the magical number is 25 and 30, but Jake one of the closest to those numbers. So there's a lot in that because it's hard to make a second out on the racetrack, easy to lose in the pit lane.
Definitely. And a little bit vice versa there too, J-Man. It's hard to make a second in the pit lane sometimes and very easy to lose it on track. So
notable mentions too, Davo. Big shout out to an old stalwart that's early days of ASRNZ. Ashley Vertiger, welcome back in the Mustang. So great to see Ash Vertiger back. So always cool to see some old heads pop their nose back in and jump out there and come and have some fun with the boys. Also, we have got Leon Jan. So he is rocking a McLaren. He is new to ASRNZ. Otherwise, I think everybody else is relatively familiar to us.
Well, I think we've got a very healthy skin pack going on again for the first season here in 2026 for Asrnz J-Man. So you can pick the guys that are coming a little bit late on the season. Leon is one of them. Actually, Rediker J-Man, yes, look, goes back way back with Asrnz, and pretty handy behind the wheel, I tell you. And one of those gentleman drivers, as always, Ashley Rediker is. So
Same with the bloke typing into the YouTubes as well, mate. And,
okay, who we got here?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Hemi 22, I think, is an old Asrnz driver as well, if I'm not mistaken.
So times coming across as we speak, J-Man.
Yeah, McKellar 42.3, Danny Kim 42.3, Moss 42.5. We're going to have these boys start firing in sometimes. I'm talking about the variant of Zach Jensen, Liam Curran.
They haven't got a lot of time to work with, J-Man. 22 seconds left on the board. Frontino rolling down the start-finish straight. Watch this space.
Yeah, he goes P2. Curran had already banked the 41.36, and there Frontino with the 41.9. So temperature's up a couple of degrees now, and track temperature up a few degrees on the practice session. Obviously, that session was early in the morning. Track's still not optimum yet, so
no, definitely not.
Building into this one, and the other thing to consider as well is the qualifying, obviously at midday, but the race for this sprint race, Davo, 6 o'clock at night. So maybe temperature's more back down to about 18 degrees. For the race, yeah, there you go, 18 and 20. So this is very similar numbers to what they just finished the official practice session on, Davo. However, maybe an opportune time, Davo, as they sit to the grid for just over a minute, and then we've probably got a couple of minutes of cycle up left. Should we have a quick peek at the point situation after 3 rounds?
Let's do that.
We may.
I think we have got all the relevant details there. Well, we've got the top 22. Which is
hey, look, that'll
that's
work.
enough.
Yeah, that'll work. Now, Shane Frontino, as you can see, is up the top 430 points. Has not been off the podium in the first 3 rounds. Very consistent. It's only been first or second. That is how quick he is at the moment in that Lamborghini. Steve Rees, I don't think I saw Steve out there, so currently sitting P2, but Liam Curran, the man on the charge, what is he, about 140 odd points behind Shane Frontino, and is the current pole sitter out of P3 at the moment in the championship. And then McKellar with good returning pace. McKellar, we have already mentioned throughout the season, he has lost no pace at all since we last saw him.
No.
Mr. Consistent Steve Melling. Now this battle here, Melling, Damo Icarus, and Lee Perkins there, 256, 233, 224. That's a good little battle. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Jordan Moss not too far off of that as well. And 8th, Damian Jones and Nev Shields trading very similar points there towards the top 10. Danny Kim looking for a strong result tonight out of 11th. Darren Green, Phil Turner, Aaron Enright away tonight. Wally Baker back on the motion rig here tonight, getting himself dialed in. We're just talking off camera about how he must feel every time he hits the ultra chicane up the top of the hill. He must get hurtled towards the ceiling.
Well, I think we can see the difference in his driving style, J-Man. I think we both noticed it over the curves, and he seems to be a little tentative over the curving there. It's like he's going to get thrown out of that wicked motion sim that he's been rocking for the last couple of weeks. I think still maybe coming to grips with the whole thing. But yeah, awesome all the same, and so good luck with Wally Baker. We run him from the back of the pack. He did text me and say, look, I'm going to use this round as a learning curve. I said, Wally, learning what? Starting from the back of the pack, isn't it? Come on, bro. But he'll go well. JB.
Yeah, speaking of going well, now I managed to... You struck it very accurate the other night with the pole time that you called, and on that particular night, it was a Monday night, and I said watch for this car, and that car happened to be Joseph Marnie in the Porsche LMU at Rainlight Racing on a Monday night. Tonight, I'm going to say P16, the 95 Datsun of Zach Jensen, is qualified less than I think he probably would have liked in respect of what pace that car has got. So just watch him try to move to the front of this field. I'm going to say that car, even in this 20, still good enough for a top 6.
Top 6 from who were you?
Zach Jensen.
Zach. Oh, okay. 16. Let's have a look at car 6.
Enjoy the show.
Jog my memory there a little. Oh, yeah, Zach. Of course. Oh, look, there's a view there. I mean, seriously. I don't know whether we're going to get into this. Where do you think Ash will come in this whole thing? I mean, it's just he's in 12.
It's hard. It's hard to say. I don't know how much he's been on the rig of late. He was a consummate sort of. He would battle with Steve Malin.
Yep.
I think Ash Vertiger, you know, if he gets home in the sprint race in the top 10, I think he'd be happy with his first performance coming back into it, because you know how fierce this is. These guys play for keeps. It is all clean and fair, but man, they race hard.
It is very clean. Asrnz is actually renowned for how respectful these boys are on track, and it's always awesome to watch. I know the guys at the top get a little bit muscly and a bit pushy and shovey in the early stages, but yeah, look, really good stuff, obviously, from Asrnz and pretty much actually all the communities that Matchfit is streaming forward. J-Man, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Asrnz's 2026 GT3 World Challenge Round 4 at Imola here. The start-finishing line's still in the next postcode. They're going to get to it. There it is. And
good jump on the Merc.
Looking behind, J-Man. Looking behind there. That is Lee Perkins, Jordan Moss, and Danny Kim, I think that is. And look at those guys go at it.
Oh, Frodo could be in trouble here. Awkward bounce through the Tamburello chicane. It's going to allow Jake McCullough to range right up on him.
Well, to be honest, he was the one that actually got through that lot in front as they were 3 wide running down to that. So that was Kim, Jordan Moss, and Lee Perkins. So actually Jordy come out first. So nice stuff. Look at that. A little bit of dip of the margin in the back of the field there. We just got a little bit of Ash style field turner, Jensen, and versus it. Bike getting in there, obviously. Starting from the back of the pack. What's going on up the front, J-Man? Liam Curran is stretching.
He's already made a second.
He's already made a second on Frodo. Frodo will be focused. Does the... No, I reckon that Lambo doesn't start well. Just a high chance. It doesn't work until a little bit further through it. Thick, but Curran's already done the damage by then. That's the problem with that situation there. Jordan Moss, as we were just talking about, coming out of that 3 wide situation into turn 1, in 4th with Kim. Icarus in 6th. And Lee Perkins actually losing it. And again, we see this from Perko.
Yeah, he's going in early. And like I said, we've had this conversation with Lee off camera, and this is, I think, a great option in these sprint races. You know, you're mandated to take 25 seconds of fuel. And I think, you know, given where he was on track and how much traffic he had around him, beautiful opportunity to get out there and just circulate the car for a good, I'm going to say he's going to have a good 8 odd minutes of running on his own to be able to just bank some laps and try and see what that undercut can do. And Hemi tuning in. Ash will be okay. His track record for pit stops not so good here. Good to have you tuning in, Matty, as well.
I wasn't going to go there. Anyway, just to bring it up anyway. But yeah, look, you're right. And Perko, no slouch, J-Man, in ACC. We know how quick he can be. And look, lost the position there in that little early exchange into 1 on lap 1 there. But very much Perko move there to get into the pits and just get out of
Yeah.
that battle and get into some clean air. Steve Melling holding
Jensen
down
followed
9.
too.
Sorry? Oh, Jensen did
Jensen
as well.
followed as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go.
he was too far back, and he's a prime example. Got a lot of car pace in that car. I saw him in official practice banking some very, very good laps.
Very
So if he
nice.
can go out there and utilise that pace, that's when I think he will prosper with you know, that strategy. But yeah, as you mentioned, Steve Melling, Davo, P9.
P9.
Fastest lap of the race, 41.1. I tell you what, track conditions we saw Liam Curran do a 41.0 in official practice under these similar conditions, and he's got back to that pace straight away.
Yeah. And the conditions aren't overly ideal either, are they, J-Man? The temperature is low, track temps are low as well. And,
17 and 20, it's actually dropping, Davo.
Yeah, and but the track has lifted to an optimum rating, so the boys will be happy. That Jones there holding down 7th position in front of Green, and with a fairly healthy gap back to Green before we see, and Green over Melling as well. So the guys just in the back end of that top 10 there got a fairly healthy spread between those guys. And Curran, we'll just get back up the front here. Curran just walking away here, J-Man. Bonadoe.
Yeah, he is. Now, we were interested to see how well Ash is going. I'll tell you what, he's starting to range up on the back of Steve Melling. There's currently P10 and looks comfy, to be honest, mate. He is right in the top.
Started in 12, 2 cars pitted though, so obviously gifted a couple of positions there, J-Man. But yeah, looking very comfy in the Mustang. I
think lifted by Lee Perkins. Jensen started behind him. He started P16 and actually dropped back to 17th pretty quickly. So one of those spots earned for sure.
As we see another car, Style, just rocking into the pits in the TRD Tokyo Taxi.
Very conservative on the entry too, I might add. Just to give you an update
Very.
Perkins 27 on the jacks, Jensen 29, Phil Turner 30. So Lee Perkins winning the battle on pit road at the moment as far as the times. Obviously optimal would be 25. I think we've seen as good as 26 seconds for that fuel dump.
Yeah, no surprise there for Perkins. Well versed in this stuff, J-Man, just out of the dash cam of Wally Baker. There.
Chasing down Rohan first.
And yeah, looking pretty clean. Obviously, upper few positions himself. Started at the back of the. We've seen a couple of guys through the pit lane already, but yeah, definitely some well-earned positions clearly already there. So, where's Liam? Let's get the right car, Davo. Liam Curran, how can I miss this thing? The track racer. Loosey Goosey. Mercedes. A little bit loosey goosey on the way out of the final corner there. Bonadoe 2 tenths behind. McKellar 2 tenths behind that as well. Jordan Moss actually in one of the 777 cars in 4th. All these guys pretty close. Daddy Kim, Damo, Damo, Jones, couple of so Damo and Damo thing going on here. Damo,
yeah, I reckon we might have to cue ourselves just to dial in the DJ and Damo. You know, we all know him as Jarks. But anyway.
We do know him as Jarks, which has got nothing to do with anything. But it is DJ, absolutely, J-Man. You are correct.
Well, his helmet cam would be worth a look. It probably would if we could get the visual of him in his shed.
I actually did a live feed from his garage, actually.
I reckon we could make that happen, actually.
We could definitely make that happen. Okay, so we got Daddy Kim, DK, Damien Icarus, CJ. Darren Green, DG. Okay. Fifth,
Oh, no,
sixth,
stop it.
seventh.
Stop, nah. You're just overcomplicating stuff now. Back to it. Ash Vertiger still hunting down
Let's do that.
Steve Melling.
That is way better idea, James.
Yeah. He clearly had way too much sleep last night.
No, I'll tell you what. No, I won't tell you anything, actually. We'll let you guess.
Hey, just want to give you an update to viewers and Davo.
Okay.
Perkins with that 27-second stop, Jensen with 29. I can tell you Ash Dial, they both went through. He had a 30-second stop, so he's same pit stop time as Phil Turner. So lost 3 seconds to Lee Perkins in the pit lane. He also lost a second to Zach Jensen in the pit lane. So just we talk about how critical that is, especially with such a short race in this first one. We are over halfway through already.
Yep.
Sorry, no, we're not. We're counting down. We're approaching the halfway mark.
Yep. Since you and I are getting mixed up.
Okay, so we have a flurry. Kim, Icarus, and Vertiger all in the pit lane.
Oh, look, and to be expected, J-Man, we're sort of waiting for this. It is, like you said, winding down to that halfway mark. And we always see this little flurry of pit stops. So I'm like, it's about 7 odd minutes or 8 odd minutes there where either side of that halfway mark we will see them start to rock in. We always get the guys pushing the envelope going in early, J-Man, and then we get the guys that push the envelope at the back end as well and go in extremely late. Darren Green there, I just noticed that car rocking a nice big MF logo on the bonnet of that car. So you got my vote, Darren Green.
Oh, these guys, okay, so Ash Vertiger, 30-second stop. Danny Kim, 35. Damo Icarus, 27. So Lee Perkins has jumped all of those boys, so he is doing well. Jensen gets Vertiger by way of that pit lane. Slight discrepancy on the times there. He grabbed him by a second as well, so that sees him back up into 16th, which was the starting position. So also have Liam Curran, the race leader, and I agree with you, Matty. Curran has been flawless. Obviously, a couple of did not starts there. Obviously, couldn't make a round, but however, when he has been here,
he's making up for it, isn't he, mate?
100%. Darren Green also in the lane.
So Curran's still on the jacks. Greedy just pulling up behind. Who is that? That's Rowan as well. I think just coming in the background.
Yep,
Jamie?
Rowan
yes,
first.
It is. Yep.
27 seconds for Curran. Could stop.
It's a tricky pit entry. Like the actual line into the pit entry doesn't look that bad, but you can see it on the stream. There's a bump just before the control line, and these guys, I'm sure, just might just get a little pucker there.
It must have been a mistake from Fodado. He's back in P3. McKellar in first, Jordan Moss in second, and Fodado in third.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
Fodado's had a blue, so we're just trying to pick up and see if there's any damage on the Lamborghini. It's okay.
I don't think we got that. Maybe we do. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. We picked it up on the camera, J-Man. T1. Big bounce off the inside curb there. Caught him off guard. Looking a little bit chilled, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually the second chicane. That little.
It is the second chicane.
It is the second chicane there. That's an unusual spot to see the car off, J-Man, to be honest.
Yeah. So the Villeneuve chicane did claim a victim in Shane Fodado. He has now gone to the pit lane himself with Damien Jones and also Steve Mellingen. So let's just see where Melling comes out in relation to Ashley Vertiger. Ashley in there with a 30-second stop. If Steve-O can ace a 27, he can build margin. However, if he matches him, one wonders whether the undercut might work for Ash here.
Oh,
Jensen's starting to put some heat on the back of Darren Green now.
Look, I did not see that coming from Fodado. That will definitely things up. as we get over the rear wing of the Porsche. It is the most awful camera angle ever. But here we are. Darren, over the back of Darren Green's Danny Kim on the attack. No, it's not. Sure, it is Zach Jensen. Sorry.
Oh, the pit stop times are very good. Damien Jones claims the sweets there. 26-second stop.
Right?
The rest of them, Curran, Fodado, Perkins, Icarus, and Malling, all 27. So pretty sharp. So it's got really, really busy now as Jones has come out just ahead of Damo
of Green.
Icarus.
Yep. He's coming just in front of Danny Kim. Get out of the front of Danny Kim. Oh, it's on. It is on. Danny Kim's just like, oh no, that's my position. Who is that? That's Steve Melling.
Yeah, and then it's the same with Damien Jones and Damo Icarus as well.
Oh, here we go. It looks like Kim's going to go round the outside of Steve-O here at the hairpin there.
Yep.
Quick, so the headlights there maybe from Melling. But gets it done from Kim. That was a good solid pass there. And I know, we both know Melling will rate that. He'll go, no, that's a good pass, Danny. So.
Jensen just cannot get past Darren Green at the moment. He is all over him, pulls out, has a look up at the old chicane. Nothing to be had. Ash is right in there.
Ash is there. Yeah. We've got a few more pit stops coming up. McKellar's in, Grimmer's in, Wally Baker in the pit lane, J-Matt.
Yeah, Grimmer and Baker. McKellar got in and out with a 27 seconds, so he claims that second spot.
Where the hell is Lee Perkins? First car to pit in the race. In 7th position there.
6th position. Oh, okay. Data's not corresponding for some reason. Why is that? Oh, okay. Because Uncle Joe's in the pits.
Uncle Joey's in the pits. But Perko, as always, driving it like a freaking rally car, J-Man.
He's got a lot of company, though, with Damien Jones.
Aria.
So Moss leads at the moment over Kenny Simpson, still to make their stop and have around about 4 and a quarter minutes left to run. Kenny Simpson comes to the lane in the CQ Steel Industries Mustang.
Out of the front, or out of the in-car cam, actually, passenger cam, let's call it, from Jones's car here on Perko there, J-Man.
Yep.
As he just busts over the curbs in that back chicane there at the top of the hill, down towards this final complex of corners. Damo's just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
I'm not doing that to my Porsche.
Oh, it's getting tight. Pack's starting a bunch now. Darren Green, Zach Jensen, Ash Vettiger, and Ash Dial as well. So many duplicate names in this series, Davo.
See that?
The Datto tucked under the wing of the Porsche, pulls out. Is it this time? I reckon it is. He's got clear overlap already. Heading down to turn 1.
Oh.
Can he make it happen? Or can Darren Green run the outside line?
He's got it done. He didn't muck around. Didn't give a lot of space there. He said, look, we're doing this. You're just going to have to work with me, or you're going out there and gets it done. But Vettiger, look at Vettiger now.
Looking for an outside move on Darren Green. Can he square him up here at Tozer, run up the hill? Porsche gets the power down.
Yeah, punchy out of the corner. The top of the hill. And down this short shoot, very tricky stuff down through this double right-hander here. J-Man is getting it out of here with the car not being upset about it.
How's the fastest lap time from Liam Curran? A 1:40.4.
A 40.4, okay, nice. So that is, what, a second quicker than qualifying?
Yeah, I believe so. And then backs it up with a 40.5 in the next lap. Jordan Moss currently leading, is going to have to stop this lap. There is only
yes.
A minute 40 left to go, so he's got to bring this in and then just run one more home. So nice long stint there from the 777 McLaren of Jordan Moss to run that thing out as long as he could. No issues on tyres here, unlimited tyres. Obviously it's all relevant to the fuel dump. We'll see him come in. He has got around about 56 seconds over Liam Curran, and then I think he's definitely going to fall out in a challenge with Jake McKellar for third position. He'll be ahead of Shane Potato, so it's either he's going to come out pretty close to Jake McKellar here if all things go well in the lane. Looked a little bit slow to the box, to be honest.
He did. It looked like the car did dawdle in there a little bit. So we will see. Look, clearly it's going to reset here to Liam Curran. Jake McKellar, like you mentioned, J-Man, a little bit of a mistake from Shane Potter. He's actually lucky to still be in third position. It's not like after looking at the incident. So, well, and well. You wouldn't know. But there's Perko in fifth position.
Yep. So there you go, Jordan Moss is off the jacks, coming out. Where is McKellar? Here he comes, down the front straight. Moss gets to the acceleration zone. He's got McKellar. It was a beautiful pit stop. What were the numbers?
Coming in hard.
27 seconds, so he matched all of the above with the pit stop, but McKellar's going to be on a hot tyre, ready to go. We hear the drivers talk about the tyre temp, the spike that they get in the tyre when they come through the lane. Often that tyre never recovers. So this is going to be a big last lap for Jake McKellar to try and put the pressure on and keep it on right to the end. 4.9 kilometres, 19 turns. Already done 7 of those already of the 19.
So good little battle going on there. That is the battle for second position at the moment. Well,
yep.
There it is. So we got Liam coming out the front, but Jordan Moss and Jake McKellar second and third respectively, fighting it out actually for those top spots there. Final lap though. Wouldn't expect to see this change without a mistake, J-Man, to be honest.
Yeah.
Foto out of that chicane.
Stranger things have happened.
Well, I'll tell you. We've seen some crazy stuff this week already. Tuesday and
well done, Liam
Wednesday
Curran.
night. Well done, Liam Curran, in the 516 car. Awesome stuff. Jordan Moss getting it done. Coming through in the 7. Jake McKellar, Shane Foto, rocking the Red Bull Lamborghini, coming across the line. Lee Perkins, nice work from Lee. Damo and the Danny show coming through 6th, 7th and 8th respectively. Steve Melling in 9th with Zach Jensen right on his heels to round out at the top of it. Don't forget the Darren Green Radica fight, 11th and 12th. Ash Dial in 13th. Kenny Simpson. Who else? Phil Turner. Joe Grimmer. Wally Baker. Starting from the back of the pack. Leon.
Yeah, Leon John and Rowan first. So I think that's a scalp for Uncle Joe. I think Leon is a good friend of Joe's.
Joe,
so
yep.
yeah, he would have liked to go out there and beat his mate, and he did that. So first part of the puzzle checked. So hey, look, the The grid is now set for race 2. Obviously,
Yes.
this will take a quick intermission as everything resets. Maybe Davo pays some bills, but I'll certainly jump out and jump back in. And yeah, I'll be back with you all shortly.
Definitely. Yes, we will pay some bills. We must thank, obviously, major sponsors, Matchfit Entertainment, and Race Command and GAMAFLARE for bringing all this to you on a Thursday night for the, what is it? You ask? It is the Asrnz 2026 World Challenge GT3 Series. As you can see there, round 4 at Imola, round 5 next week at Catalonia. We do have the feature race about to come, which is a 50-minute with another compulsory pit stop. So stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far away. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Remember to hit the like button and support not only Matchfit but Asrnz by doing so. We'll be back in a very short moment. Don't go away. If I can find the intermission button. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, race 2, round 4 at Imola for Asrnz's 2026 GT3 World Challenge. Thank you, viewers, for sticking with us. Davo's back. I'm sure. J-Man, are you here?
Funnily enough, I'm always here. As much as you are, but yeah, hey, look, welcome back if you've just joined us. Obviously a 20-minute sprint race just being completed. Liam Curran taking that out, and really good numbers as well, over 10 seconds at the back end of that as well. Jordan Moss with a really nice little strategy in that one. Obviously compulsory pit stops in both races saw him run a long strap with only one to go and defend Jake McKellar at the back end for the podium.
Yeah, nice work. And we did talk about during the broadcast, J-Man, we've got these cheeky strategists that test the limits, whether it be Lee Perkins driving in at the end of the first lap, or Jordan Moss driving in to the pit lane at the end of the second last lap. See, these two guys are serial offenders with this. They totally at the either end of the spectrum, clearly. The rest of the stuff is, like, you know, pretty straightforward, and we just count the numbers, don't we, J-Man? And who was the masterclass in the pit stops last race, actually? Someone was particularly quick.
I believe that was Damien Jones, I think it was, if I recollect, with a 26-second stop. I'm pretty sure it was Damien. However, good stuff out there, and this one, obviously 50 minutes. So this is where things get a little bit curvy in respect of what's the tyre deg like. We're up 3 degrees in the track temp. We're up 4 degrees in the up 3 degrees on the ambient temperature, up 4 degrees plus actually
way more. Yeah, I think
on the track.
Yeah.
It is obviously 2 in the afternoon.
A little bit
spicy. Starting at 6 o'clock at night. So heading towards that peak hottest part of the day, and so it'll be, you know, do you just bank on a 26 to 27 second fuel dump and run the tyre home without changing it, or do you change it for 31 to 32 odd seconds and have a fresher tyre, split the difference? We'll be able to tell based on the numbers, and when do you do it as well. Obviously a lot of guys out there. Once again, Zach Jensen, I predicted him to go, I think, top 6 or top 7. He made it up to 10th. He made 6 positions. He's currently starting this one from 10th behind Steve O'Melling, Danny Kim. So look for a bit more fight out of that one. Lee Perkins raced incredibly well in race 1, starting from P5.
Mate, look, actually some good performance. And we don't actually get a lot of data on the gains and losses, do we, J-Man? It's down to our pretty average memory.
No, I got the data.
He's got the data. I don't have the data.
I can tell you exactly who's up and down in the field at any time, mate. You just ask for it and I'll deliver. Okay,
awesome stuff. Unfortunately, well, the viewers don't get it on the totem, I suppose. So it's But here we go. Look, this is going to be a cracker. We've got the strategists out there. This is a vastly different race with a 50-minute time. J-Man, as the boys go, there's the king. Can't call this in too early because it goes for ages now. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Race
straight away. I'm just going to pick up on something that isn't quite right. It is 20-minute race, not 50. So something's gone astray there with the server settings. So looks like another sprint race on the cards here.
Well, we're happy to do that as well, J-Man. It is all happening immediately. Look at these guys.
Yeah, Fodeno gets McKellar straight away.
Oh, a tag in the background. I think that was Darren Green on the TRD car. And that was also Kenny Simpson with, who was that? Wally Buck, I think, in the fence as well. So a lot going on in the back.
Yeah, sorry, that was Darren Green and Ash Dial, as well as Kenny Simpson in there as well. So
Liam Curran leads the way over Jordan Moss. Sorry, J-Man. Shane Fodeno is actually stuck into third in front of Jake McKellar in all of that malarkey. So nice work from Shane getting that done. Quick smart. Lee Perkins in tow, Damien Icarus, Damo Jones, Danny Kimmel. Oh, here we go again. Steve Melling and Zach Denton running at the top 10. We are 3/4 of the way through the first lap. Wow.
Yeah, we have our first drive-through, Ash Dial, with a drive-through.
There you go. There you go. It's all happening.
So, look for Whātaro to start mounting an attack here straight away on Jordan Moss as Liam Curran checks out 1.4 seconds in the first lap. It's ominous, and it wouldn't be Lee Perkins without a pit stop on lap 1, even in the feature.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What is-
Jensen follows him in again, and so does Phil Turner.
Wow. Well, it is only 20 minutes, J-Man. So these guys quicker. Their big brains are working quicker than ours. Obviously, you did pick up straight away that it's 20 minutes. If it's going to be 20 minutes, why not get in on the first lap, as would be tradition for Lee Perkins? So yeah, good smart move from these guys, maybe.
Well, I think it's quick thinking. You know, these guys are thinking on their feet, and it's a great question, Hemi. One would like to hope so. You know, we were scheduled for a 50, so
yes.
Look, I wouldn't complain if there was another 2, to be honest. But hey, however,
True that.
We'll see what the officials do. Obviously, we're down here, haven't had word. I might pick on one of them and just try and see who's not. Oh well, Whātaro through on. Oh no, he was already through on.
Yeah, he went through on McCall.
He went through on
Moss. Oh no, he's gone past Moss.
Yep.
Let's see if we can pick up on that. Here we go. We've got this.
I'll wait for
up to the
Steve
hairpin.
O'Gelling to hit the straight, Davo, and I'll just flick him a question and just see what the call is. Hey Steve, I won't bother you too much, mate. I'll just pick on your way on the straight here. 20-minute race, so we likely to see another one of these, or this be it?
Unfortunately, it was probably an error, so we don't have it set up for anything else, unfortunately.
Okay, mate, go well. Heaps of pressure from your old mate Ash out there.
Yeah, just picking up on the replay there, Dave, and that is Whātaro at the bottom of the hill there. And Moss just running ever so slightly wide. Enough pressure from Whātaro to put the race command car sideways on the exit. Sneaking past there.
Yeah, Jones and Moss now in the pit lane, so both those guys. So reverse strategy
Early
a little
stops.
bit here for
Early
Moss.
stops.
Yeah, we saw Moss go on the penultimate lap in the first one, opting to go early on this one. Ash Vertiger, Davo, mounting a whole lot of pressure on the back of Steve Melling.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at that, just the old tricks, mate. Pulls out, shows the nose.
It didn't even look like for the overtake at all. It's just like, I'm here, mate. You know, just reminding you, I'm just here, right?
And a couple of friends out there doing battle on track, Uncle Joe and Leon Jan. And so Jan in front of Uncle Joe, this one, notable mention that Joe got across the line ahead of Leon last round, and I'll tell you what, that's not going to be that way for too long as Uncle Joe takes the inside line as Jan just runs it a little deep as he tipped it in to the Ravasa there, turn 17, just run a little deep before 18.
Pick up on a bit of a replay of that. The boys going at it. A couple of good friends, as far as we know. J-Man, Joe and Leon here.
I mentioned at the top of the stream that
nice work.
You know, back in the day, back in our day, Steve-O and Ash Vertiger no strangers to each other out on track, and once again they're back into it. As it looked like Darren Green
That is
maybe a little out of
Grady
position
in
there,
the
just
background.
pulling aside. Yeah,
Was he one that might have got
he was
tackled
one of the
up early?
cars. Turn 1, lap
Yep.
3. Turn 1, lap 1,
Lap
turn 3.
one.
Sorry.
It was lap one, yeah. But I do think it was, 4 or 5 or something down there in that second chicane there, J-Man. So yes, Steve Belling, well aware that there was a bright red Mustang harassing the back of the Castrol McLaren there, J-Man, and just that little gap there. You can't tell me Ash hasn't been in the seat since we've seen him last week.
For sure he has. For sure he has. And Kenny Simpson put a move on Uncle Joe there to get past him just in the recent past, and is now starting to mount an attack for P7 on Leon Jan.
Yeah, so Simba working his way through. He did also get tangled up in that lap 1 incident as well, so he's well and truly in recovery mode. Getting that Mustang sort of back towards the position that he probably feels that it should be in.
Yeah,
Dispatched Grimmer, like you said, J-Man, just at the end of that last lap, and Leon now in his sights. And Simo, oh look, he's quick, J-Man, when he's on, loves the Mustang too, mind you, so.
Yep. Liam Curran out there last lap around 140.775, and got that margin out to over 5 seconds. There'll be no stopping this guy tonight. He is absolutely hooked up in the Mercedes, the Mercedes. So Belling and Vertigo starting to make their way towards Stamo Icarus now too, so they've got good pace.
Yeah,
now
Icarus
we didn't.
It's got a healthy lead. It's an out of position car there, J-Man. I don't know whether
Okay,
you
no,
noticed
that
there.
is, sorry, that is.
I think that's Rowan.
It's Rowan first, sorry. One thing that we haven't talked about tonight is the track cuts here, and obviously we won't get to see the full effect, obviously, by running 2 20-minute races as opposed to a 50-minute. But it is a very easy circuit to gain too many track cuts on as Icarus and Vertigo in. So Vertigo looking for the undercut on Steve Belling here.
Oh, God, sorry for my giggling in the background there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the viewers probably noticed that David may not have, but we literally, just before you started, like literally 10 seconds before you started talking about track cuts, we clicked to Wally Baker driving across one of the chicanes.
Of course.
It was perfect. Sorry, Wally. And so, but you know what he's thinking about, isn't it? It's like his back or something, or his hips are going. He's going to be all buggered up after this tonight. Way too many chicanes. Awesome stuff. Yes, Damo Icarus, Ashley Bediger in the pits. Nice sharp stop from Bediger. What was the time there, J-Man?
For Vertigo?
Yes.
Once again, it was a 30-second stop versus Jordan Moss with a 26-second stop.
Yep.
Damo Icarus with a 27. And then the other three, which is Perkins, Kim, and Jensen, are 30, 28, and 29, respectively.
Okay.
Stop go 30 for Ash Vertigo. I reckon
I
Hemi
thought it
jinxed
was.
him at the start of the night. Yep.
Oh, we're going to blame Hemi? Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Okay, sorry, Hemi. Just watching Shane Bonado actually rolling into the pit lane there, and I did mention earlier in the broadcast, very simple looking pit lane, but you can see the Lamborghini there. There's a huge bump just as you come off the track, and these guys coming in pretty hot there, so they will have to calculate that. That is Steve Belling in the background as well, ladies and gentlemen. You can see there in the Castrol McLaren. Stunning looking car by none other than Steve Wilton, aka Farmer. J-Man, we've got Kenny Simpson in the pits as well.
Man, you've got half the field in there at the moment.
Pretty much. Wally Baker, Liam Cohen, Shane Faraday. Look at them all. Here we go. Okay. Faraday, does he make any gain, J-Man? Both of them off
27,
the
27.
Really? There you go.
Yeah. Allen with a 28. However, no such threat from Ash Vedica because he's got to go through and pay the toll for 30 seconds.
He's got to pay the car. Yes, pay the bribe. Come on. Go back through.
Although Malling gets eclipsed by, I think it was Jones, Icarus, Perkins, Kim, Jensen, and that'll see Malling come out provisionally. I think P11 is the number, just ahead of Phil Turner. Kenny Simpson, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll correct it all.
Okay.
No, Phil Turner, I'll correct it all. Where is Simmer?
So, McKellar and I think there's only 2 drivers that haven't pitted yet. So.
Yep, McKellar and John.
Yeah. So Melly losing it in the pit stops there. J-Man by, damn, it's actually quite a few positions there, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it shook out. He's down 2 on the start of the race. The guy that's up at the moment, obviously unpit stopped, is Leon John, up 17 spots, but obviously that'll correct itself very shortly.
7 minutes to go. Look at this mid-pack battle. It's Jones, Icarus, Perkins, Kim, Jensen. Just wow. Like these guys going at it. How close are these cars? You can see him just getting out of the passenger seat of Jensen's car there. You clearly see all these guys well in touch with each other. It'll only take a couple of these cars to get in a little bit closer quarter, but 6.5 minutes to go. J-Man, what have we got? 3 laps? Maybe no. Oh, maybe not even that. 2 laps. Oh, here we go. Jensen looking at Kim. Kim actually gave him some space. He's dropped both of them off the back of Perko there. Icarus on Jones though has not let go. Watch this.
I tell you what I am looking at, Davo and viewers, is Jordan Moss with the 26-second stop, as I think played himself back into a fight for the podium with Jake McKellar. Now Jake McKellar in the pit lane.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in there now.
Yep.
And the time is ticking. He's about halfway through his stop now. And if we look at Jordan Moss, and they're all coming through the ultra chicane, heading down the hill. Obviously Liam Curran a little bit further ahead than those
Jordan
boys.
just dropping off the hill now.
Yeah, McKellar trundling out the pit lane. He did a 27-second stop, so obviously
he's got this. But yes, where does that leave him?
I think Potado's going to come through, and if Potato comes through, it's going to make Jordan Moss perilously close. And this is by way of that gaining a second on these boys in the pit stop. He did a 26-second stop. So McKellar gets on the loud pedal. Here these guys come,
There's
full
Potato.
pace.
There's Potato and there's Moss.
Yep. Oh, Icarus on Jones. Close. Jensen harassing the back of Danny Kim. They know the time's running out.
Last race for the night, J-Man. 4.5 minutes to run. It is most definitely on Kim. Under all sorts of pressure. Icarus looking. Jones. Oh, should I say Jensen? Jones had Icarus under the wing of the Porsche. Terrible camera angle. to get out of, I think, Damo Nicholas' car here. The pressure's on. What have we got? Just under 4 minutes to go. J-Man, we definitely...
It's definitely where the fighters, Davey, you're on it. Jones, Icarus, Perkins, Kim, Jensen. It's a good fight. And Steve Melling just sitting back there in a bit of fresh air, another 4.5 seconds back in P11. Further back, some good gaps throughout the field. However, Darren Green and Rowan first, side by side. There's a battle going on there as they drop down into Aqua Minerale. Tricky part of the circuit. Easy to get a track cut down there. So what have we got? Fodorno up 2 spots.
Fodorno, yeah, definitely up 2 spots over Jordan and... Oh, well, he was already over Jordan anyway. So, yeah, over McKellar there after the pit stop at J-Man. So it's Curran, Fodorno, Jordan Moss, and Jake McKellar currently running in 4th position, doing a stellar job. The fight is well and truly behind that bit back is pretty full on, and you can still see there, camera shot, those boys all coming up together there. That is DJ, Icarus, Perko, and Kim in the background. Also Denson, should I mention. Sorry. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. Look at them. Look at them. All in shot there. Those guys have been fighting it. Actually, that's the green McLaren, the Castrol car of Steve Mellon. And behind all that.
And shout out to Uncle Joe and Leon Jan as well. A couple of mates going out there. That pit stop just commenced. He was the last one to stop, was Leon, and he comes out just ahead of Uncle Joe. So he may get the bragging rights in the second race over Joe. I'm sure those guys will have a bit of banter about that after the fact.
Absolutely, J-Man. Look over the rear wing of Icarus as we'll go to Danny Kim as well, because look at this. Look at this again. Having a look. What a fight. What a fight. That is for 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 9th, respectively, there. Jonesy looks like he's got it. DJ's got it, J-Man.
I reckon.
Because these guys are fighting amongst themselves. He wouldn't want to put a foot wrong, though.
And Curran up the front, nearly 7 seconds ahead of Fodorno. He's just been an absolute masterclass. Bit of a clinic on.
Oh, no surprise. Out in front of Lee Perkins' car. In-car shot here. Chasing Icarus. Has the pace. As always, Perko putting on a show, driving it like a rally car. And again, he's sideways on the edge.
One more lap, Davo. Liam Curran did get across the line.
Alright, man, Donita is on the final
With
lap.
14 seconds remaining on the clock, so this will be it. Danny Kim, Lee Perkins, Zach Jensen as well in there.
I'm glad Danny's so close to Lee's Dado there, because the in-car on bloody Ferrari is awful. So, but we've got this. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, this is tight.
Was there a bit of getting going on there, J-Man?
No. There was an air gap in there. There's cigarette paper would have gone through there. No, wow, there's a bit of gizzing there though. It is tight. We're going to see the Dado try and get up the inside into Tozer. Oh, still a little bit of gizzing going on there.
Oh, Kim lets it through.
Let's Lee Perkins off the hook here.
Oh,
Icarus, however,
Jesus.
we thought Damien Jones had this one, but I'll tell you what, there's still a bit of fight left in Damo Icarus as well as they head up the hill one last time.
Oh, my. We've seen some very close racing this week at J-Man, and these guys are topping it off.
Aaron
Topping it
across the
off
line.
once again at ASRNZ in their ASRNZ 2026 GT3 World Challenge. There is Liam Curran across the line. Race 2, round 4. Shane Potino in the Lambo. That is Jordan Moss right back in the just behind him there. Like you mentioned, J-Man, definitely that pit stop put him back in the game. Here we go, Damien Jones, Damo Icarus. Look at those two going. Oh, close. Lee Perkins, Zach Jensen, and then we got Kid and Melling.
Yeah, Melling rounds out the 10.
What a top 10. How close were those guys? That's mental.
Yeah, very, very good stuff. And obviously Turner, Simpson, John, Grimmer, Green, First, Baker, Dial, and Vetiger, obviously by way of having to make that stop go 30. P19, welcome back, Ash. Plenty of pace, plenty of fight left in you, mate. It was a great comeback drive in the first one,
yes.
unfortunately in the second one. Look, we'll keep on going here. We will rip straight into it with the first interview being...
Get on it, J-Man. Let's do this.
Yeah. Jordan Moss, and I think this one will go down as a pretty sweet one for Geordie. You got us on comms, mate?
Yeah, g'day, fellas.
Hey, mate, first and foremost, the strategy race one, beautiful, worked out incredibly well for you, and then reversing it slightly in the second one and then banking a 26-second stationary, I think was the catalyst for leapfrogging Jake McKellar there, mate. So well done on that play.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Yeah, hey, first race, I saw Jake go in and looked like he was a bit slow in the run-up, so I thought I'd do a few more laps and see how I go. And, yeah, carried a reasonable pace, and then, yeah, managed to nail my stop, which is good. Yeah, gave me a few good seconds jump on him, so, yeah, pleased with that.
Yeah. Well deserved, mate. I think that was a couple of really, you boys thinking on your feet too, obviously. Bit of a mishap with the service settings there, going for a 20 rather than a 50, but kudos to you boys that read that pretty quickly and decided to change up your strategy and go in and maybe a little bit of reward too for all the charity work you did with the barbecue last night. I think Geordie, it's a little bit it's a little bit of give back, mate, and you got the sweets tonight.
Oh, that's
Yeah, make up for last night. If I average the two, it's probably not a bad result.
Well done, mate. Hey, look, always
on,
appreciate the entertainment, man. It's always a pleasure. Well done, Jordan from P3.
good stuff,
Cheers, boys.
Jordy. Good, well done.
There you go, Jordan Moss. And
I thought it was too soon. I wasn't going to bring it up, J-Man.
He gets it. And hey, look, next cab off the rank, current series leader, and has not been off the podium every time we've gone to race the series. So 4 rounds in, 4 times he's come down for a chat. Shane Fodder, who got us on comms.
Hey guys.
Mate, look good tonight. Just lacking a couple of tenths on that bloody Mercedes out the front.
Yeah, I didn't do much practice this week, and every time I did practice, it was a fast track. So that cold first race caught me off guard, and I fucking crashed.
Wah.
We saw it. Yeah. We saw it, mate. Yeah. Hey, look, but in official practice, it did look good. The times you were trading did look good. I thought, given that was a 6 p.m. start for race 1, I thought you'd be in the sweet spot. And you actually were. You actually hanging on reasonably well. Just unfortunate at the. I think, did you call it was the Villeneuve chicane? Was it, Davo?
Yep. The second one there.
Yeah. So just got a little bit unstuck on the curb there, mate. And I guess with the pace you guys are running at, it's always going to be big.
And what was it, Shane? Like we rarely see the boys come off there. Was that just like you were a little distracted, or it seemed like uncharacteristic, unforced error from you, to be honest.
Yeah, the car was a bit pointy, so
Yep.
I was, I was very pointy in the front, so I just
Yeah.
turned a little bit too early, and then caught the curb, and it just sent it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
you're
then
a
it bounced
passenger.
all funny,
Yeah.
and then I was into the wall. But second race, it was fast track again and hot temp, so my setup was more suited to that,
Yeah.
and yeah, just needed to make ground early. It's a good race though.
mate.
I'm
Oh,
glad it
well
was
done.
short actually.
Well, it was. Look, another great performance. You do hold around about 140 points leading into this one over loosey goosey, but yeah, so you still obviously go into round 5 still leading this thing. But look, mate, you may have to get in the saddle and just work out where those few tenths are so you can go to battle, because I know you want to go bumper to bumper with them, and I think you do have the ability. So yeah,
Definitely.
be looking forward to the next one, Shano. So shout out to the giggers, no doubt. Any sponsors or anyone you want to give a shout out?
Yeah, mate. Same crew as usual. Yep.
Yep.
And well done, Liam. And yeah, like he's just too fast when he's dialed in. So yeah, I'll have to put some practice in next week.
Awesome, man.
100%. Well done, Shano
Nice one.
from P2.
Catch you guys.
Cheers, mate.
Same
All
for
right.
today, man.
Yep. Let's bring Mr. Goose down here. He's probably already showered up. Liam, you got us on comms?
Yep, can hear you loud and clear.
Mate, that's like another postcode sort of shit right there, mate.
True that.
Clearly wanted an early shower. Got it done. Mate, fully dialed. Notable mentions too, dude, is the 1 minute 40.7 odd or whatever it was in the second one, and I think maybe slightly quicker
in race, wasn't it?
in the first one. Yeah, the first one was even quicker. So
Yeah.
fully on rails. Another driver that we've interviewed also that has not been off the podium on every race you've made. Obviously, couldn't make the previous round. So
Yeah, it's just a bit unlucky. Got stuck at work, but it happens.
yeah. So talk to us about that. Look, really comfortable out there. Is that a particular favourite track, or are you just going to turn up and do that everywhere?
It's always been a good track for me. I mean, I've probably done at least 1,200 laps at this track at this point. Most of which probably being in the Merc, and Merc just being so good over the curbs and the bumps. It's just perfect for
I
this track.
noticed it eats them up, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Of course, if you kind of get a bit too happy with it, it'll throw you. But yeah, thankfully that didn't happen. I think I only managed maybe 2 invalids the whole time.
Wow,
So I'll take it.
that's impressive on a track like this, because I
Yeah.
went out and had a little practice earlier in the week, and I mean, it is com standard driving, but yeah, I certainly had plenty of track cuts. So yeah, we're going to call it com standard driving, but we get away with a fair bit up here. But mate, look, it was super impressive, and strategy wise tonight, obviously we're a little bit of an upset there with the feature race being cut back to a 20, but did you go into tonight with much of a plan about when you were going to stop, like, or do you run it on the fly?
Usually I kind of just run it on the fly, but most of these races, it really depends on what the weather's going to be. So
yeah,
well, I mean, if the weather's going to be a bit unpredictable, then usually I'll just overfuel the car. And if I can run it long, then oh well, you get a shorter stint at the end. But sometimes you just get caught out with the weather, and it kind of throws everyone off.
Yeah,
But,
so does that just give you the flexibility? Well, just go, well, I can come in early or late. Like if it's filled long, I can just do it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, especially if you're talking maybe like 10 to 20 liters of fuel, it's not going to make a massive difference in your pace.
Yeah.
So it can make the difference between you making one stop and just getting ahead, or having to stop twice because you messed up the fuel.
Yeah.
It's
But
I mean, for these races, especially the 20-minute ones, I usually just go halfway. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy to calculate.
And I mean, it's obviously all hypothetical now because we just saw that one as a 20. But based on your practice during the week, have you got any? We always ask the question. You know, if that had gone 50, do you think it was a tyre changing round or not?
Oh, 100%, 100%. I would have changed tires.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
this track, especially in the Merc. I've found it's not nice to the tires, and when the tires do go, they go. It's
Because it's so damn fast, bro.
yeah.
Yeah. And look, really accurate again tonight on the stops. I think the fastest guy out there was Jordan Moss with a 26 stationary. A lot of you boys just really hammering those 27-second stationaries for a fuel only. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, if you can make that extra second in the pit, we saw it, and I think that was, like I said, the catalyst for Jordan Moss leapfrogging Jake McCallum to jump back on the podium for race 2. But you guys doing a fantastic job through the lane as well, because obviously that's where things can get undone, mate. So yeah, congrats once again on another race victory.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
And shout outs to your sponsors, Liam. You want to give anyone a shout out tonight, mate?
Charlie betted on me bottling this one, so I think I'm going to give it to Sean tonight. if Sean's watching.
Okay.
Shout out to him because he bet you what you'd been at.
Yeah. No issues there, boys. You proved them wrong. So no. Hey, look, well done, mate.
That's
and building into this championship nicely. Obviously, a little setback there with that droppy, but that missed round. But I'm sure you keep this up, mate, and those numbers are going to tighten up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. That's for sure.
Awesome, Liam. Thank you very much for the chat, mate, and well done once again.
Definitely.
Cool. Catch you guys next week.
Liam Cohen, ladies and gentlemen, J-Man.
Look, he's a cool as a Kiwi, that bloke, mate. Super fast and just doesn't even sound like he's been out there racing. He's just chilled as. So awesome stuff. Hey, look, I do appreciate having a chat to these boys and appreciate the guys tuning in. Hemi, awesome to see you tuning back in. And shout out to Ash Vediger and the rest of the team out there that raced tonight. I think they all did a fantastic job. High pace, high action, made it pretty easy for you and I, Davo.
Yeah, we love that. And we have seen some pretty damn epic racing here throughout the week so far. So, and look, these guys didn't disappoint. It's been a bit of a theme, I think, throughout the week. So I'm glad the ACC Asrnz boys put on an equally as good show as we have been watching throughout the week here at Matchfit Entertainment. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for the Asrnz boys putting on such a great show. J-Man, it is really time for us to get out of here. We are going to thank the sponsors, obviously, Matchfit Entertainment supporting the series, GAMAFLARE and Race Command. I think we are at, if I look at the calendar, in Catalunya next week for round 5. That should have been a 50-minute race, but it was 20, so we're finishing early. Thank you very much. If you haven't already and you're still tuned in right now, please hit the like button. We should have a like for every... I want to count 19 likes tonight at the end of this stream. One for every driver on the track. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the goal for tonight. We're going to see you next week at Catalunya. I've got to go, J-Man. I'm way over time.
Yeah. We'll sign it. We'll see you regulars back on a Monday night. Rainlight Racing LMU will be the next cab off the rank. We're got a breakaway on Tuesday, back again Wednesday, Thursday. So see you all next week.
Bye for now.